Hello again. I really must apologise for inflicting another video on people so soon after the last one, but I really couldn't help commenting on a couple of things which I spotted yesterday and today. The thumbnail to this video shows the London Youth Council posing with the loathsome Sadiq Khan, who is of course the Mayor of London. Anybody knowing nothing of Britain might look at this photograph taken in the capital of a once mighty nation and conclude that it was actually taken in an African or Asian country which contained a small minority of white citizens. Let's face it, you can count the white people in this picture on the fingers of one hand. Despite all that I have said on the subject of the changing demography of the country over the last couple of decades, I still find this photograph astonishing. How did we come to this state of affairs without anybody cutting up rough or voicing the most strenuous objections to what was being done? I'm perfectly aware these days that when I visit London, I'm an outsider in the city of my birth. White people are a minority in the British capital, but I cannot imagine any other country in the entire world letting such a thing take place in their capital. Try and imagine Mecca with Arabs as a minority in the chief city of Saudi Arabia. New Delhi with fewer than half the population being Indian. What about Lagos or Nairobi with Africans a minority in those cities? Put like that, it sounds, as indeed it is, quite grotesque. Still on the same subject, last night I glimpsed a programme on the BBC between 7 o'clock and 7:30 in the evening. It looked as though it was broadcast from a foreign country. Both the hosts, a man and a woman, were black. The thing is called The One Show, and according to the listing in my daily paper, the hosts are called Alex Scott and Jermaine Jenas. Both are former black footballers. I simply do not understand why a magazine show of this kind on the National Broadcasting Service should have only black hosts. But then again, I don't understand why the news which precedes it should have only black, Pakistani and Chinese newsreaders either. This is not a question of equal opportunities, which, by the way, I am wholeheartedly in favour of. 85% of the British population are white, and yet all the newsreaders in the evening and the hosts of a programme which follow it are of only visible minorities. This is hardly the result of a policy of colourblind and impartial recruitment on the part of the BBC. They have clearly decided that they will employ only black people or Asians for such high profile and public jobs. The overall effect is odd, to say the least of it. It looks like the television channel, as I say, of a foreign country, one where a small minority of white people should be grateful to find themselves included at all. It's very odd. Visible minorities in this country comprise about a sixth of the population, and when I see the BBC ensuring that 100% of their newsreaders, presenters and hosts do belong to that 1/6, I know that this is not accidental but part of a deliberate policy.